everybody. I think we've all been on these video sharing sites long enough to appreciate how wonderful it is to make new friends and get to know people. But there is also a lot of hyperbole spoken about the nature of friendship. People seem to know each other for 5 minutes and suddenly become best friends. And I would just urge some people to take a step back and think, well, how much do I actually know about this person? And how much do they know about me? At what level are we going to say what makes a good friend and what doesn't make a good friend? And sometimes we may think that we know people a lot more than we actually do. And when you sit down and you just take a breath and you think, well, how much do I know about this person? Sometimes you discover that you really don't know much about that person at all. You don't really even know about their interests or about what they like or what they don't like, where they came from, about their family and their past and what they're into. And sometimes that can come as a shock, but it's not always a bad shock. Sometimes it makes you want to get to know that person better, on a deeper level, on a more meaningful level. And also, with these video sharing sites, what happens is friendships are formed, but because there's no solid foundation, because there's no knowledge about each other to build a friendship upon, it can happen that somebody turns out to be someone that you didn't expect them to be. Now, it's not that that person was portraying themselves to be a different person. It's not that they were lying or being deceptive. It's because you simply didn't get to know them. And sometimes this can be quite a shock, and instead of the love that you all felt for each other, instead of the amazing bonds and ties of friendship, the elation of getting to know somebody new, finding out someone's just like you, all these lovely things about friendship, a lot of hyperbole is spoken about friendship and how wonderful it is online. But because these friendships don't have any solid foundations, this beautiful feeling of love and elation can get replaced with disappointment, with hurt, with anger, and sometimes, as is the case seemingly online, with hatred. Now, you would think that the word hatred is a very strong word to use. Perhaps you think the word hatred is hyperbole in itself. But there is a lot of hatred online, and a lot of people get upset, and a lot of people get hurt, and sometimes for no reason, either based on misunderstandings that could be worked out and resolved if dealt with immediately but aren't. They can lead into deeper things, or there can be all-out wars between two hearts online. Now, when somebody gets hurt online, one of the phrases I read an awful lot about is, well, it's only the internet. Don't take it too seriously. You know, it's not real, it's not reality, it's not the real world. Why is everyone getting so upset? It's just the internet. And sometimes people think that excuses it. That because we're on the internet, that perhaps we're not real people. And perhaps our hearts don't break like anybody else's. And so I think it's really important for us to remember that behind the username, and behind the cute little picture, and the picture comments, and the glitter, and the dazzle, and the starshine, there are real people. Behind the sterile text, behind the font, behind the colors, behind the videos and the boxes and the this and the that and the other, there are real people. And there are real hearts. There are real feelings and real emotions. You're not messing with a username. You're not talking to a username. You're not preaching to a username. You're not being sweet to a username. You're dealing with a real person. And so is it any wonder that people get upset or people get hurt? It's not them taking life far too seriously. It's them being hurt by another person. Here online, we all have the opportunity to make or to break somebody's day. Now, when I say about people being hurt and the fact that we're all real people, it can also go the other way. You also have the chance to make a real person happy. You have the choice in real life to make somebody happy, to make the difference in their day, to be the difference in their day, to bring a little ray of sunshine and dazzle to their hearts, to uplift them and to make them feel better. But you also have the opportunity to do that online too. Because, as I keep saying and repeating myself, and I'm not sorry for repeating myself, we are real people. You can make somebody happy. I mean, I get really excited about being able to make somebody happy, you know. I think it's my honor and my privilege, and it's a gift to my heart to try and make the difference to yours. And so, I would just really like to reiterate what I said. And it is not good enough to say it's only the internet, because yes, it's only the internet, but there's real people involved, and there's people's feelings. And I think if you have the opportunity to either make somebody really, really sad or make them really, really happy, well, I know which one I'd like to do. I only want to make people happy, but that's just me. There are people on the internet, as there are in real life, that would really get a lot of happiness out of ruining your day. Well, I don't want to be like that. And if you want to see me as being a self-righteous preacher, then you can see me like that if you want. But I'm only trying to share some good advice. This is what I try and do with my time online. If I learn something, if I learn a lesson that has really helped my heart, I want to share it. It's like pass the parcel with good news. I really, really want to make the difference wherever I can. And another thing that I would just like to mention is, because we're real people, and because we get hurt by other users and they get hurt by us, and misunderstandings spiral out of control, and sometimes people just don't get on. Some people can be really nasty. There are haters out there, but I'm not talking about the haters. I'm talking about the friendships that have gone sour, and somebody's become really awful towards you, and someone's making your life miserable. These kinds of things, I've watched this happen for the past 2 years I've been on video sharing sites, and it is so sad. If somebody comes to me and they confide in me that someone is giving them a hard time, if they're my really good friend, I'm going to come out, I'm going to support them. I'm going to cheer for their hearts, you know, I'm going to be their own personal cheerleader, because that's what friendship is all about for me. I think a basic tenet of friendship is to come out in support. Be open that, you know, this person is your friend, and no, it's not okay to be mean to them. It is not okay. You're going to support that friend, and if they're coming at them, they're coming at you too. And I think that's important in friendship. What I hear a lot about is, well, I'm just not going to get involved, okay? What they did to you is what they did to you, but I'm not getting involved. Well, I say, if you're not going to get involved, what kind of friend are you? You know? I don't want a friend that isn't going to get involved. I want a friend that's going to support me and be there for me and encourage me and come out in support and solidarity. I think that's a part of what friendship is. And if I am your friend, that is what you can expect from me. If you're worth being friends with, if I am worth being friends with, then by golly, we should support each other. No matter the consequences, we are friends, we are family, we stand together and we fight against the badness, and we try and replace that with goodness. The world has a beautiful potential to be a great place, and I think we should all be part of that. I know we can be. Thanks for watching. Much love to you all and best wishes. I hope you all enjoy your place within this mini society we have online. It can be a beautiful place, it can be a horrible place, but that is entirely up to us. Bye bye for now.